This is Prep Rally brought to you by the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. But back in August, we were unsure if we'd get to even have a prep football season with a pandemic that started back in the spring, threatening to keep fall sports shut down just like it did those sports in the spring. But the season did start. Actually, on time it started, and now we have completed 7 weeks of play with the regular season down to the final 3 weeks. There are still plenty of protocols in place, but what a tremendous job these athletic directors, coaches, and players have done to make this season happen. So we'll start off this week's show with the West Pest Termite and Lawn Game of the Week, which is at Wildcat Stadium, where Springdale Harbor hosted Bentonville West in a key 7A West Conference game. Now, the game was close in the first half, with Harbor getting a big kickoff return and a field goal at the horn at halftime to take a 20-17 lead into the locker room. In the second half, it was all Springdale Harbor as the Wildcats dominated and claimed a 33-17 win. This game featured a number of big turning points, but the biggest was late in the third quarter when the Harbor defense put up a goal line stand and denied West on 4 straight plays inside the 2-yard line. Harbor senior linebacker Will Haney said the defense was pumped after the goal line stand.
Stand there, in the fourth quarter 4 straight times inside the 3-yard line. I think they tried to score and you guys held them out. I mean, what does that do for you guys as far as motivation or confidence?
It really boosts it. We're just going out there playing for each other. It really makes us stronger as a whole.
What was it that you guys were talking about maybe in the defensive huddle each time? I know you stopped them, 1, 2, 3. What were you guys talking about?
We have a saying, it's 90, and it means not a dang yard. And, we just go out there and give it our best,
What do you call it?
Naughty.
Naughty, like N-A-D?
N-A-D-Y.
N-A-D-Y, gotcha. So what was it like when you guys came up, they tried to run that double reverse on you on 4th down, you guys came up with the stop. I mean, what was kind of said on the sideline, or what was the thing there?
It was just super hype. We were glad that our dudes stayed disciplined, stayed on that side and didn't run over with the outside zone, and I was just really happy they stayed with it.
I mean, I don't know if you knew this, you guys pitched a shutout in the second half. What kind of pride do you guys take in that moving forward?
It's big for us. As a defense, we look for shutouts every game. It's just big.
Wildcat coach Chris Wood and his team has now won 3 straight games. Said his team's playing with a lot of confidence now moving into the final weeks of the season.
Oh, it's a huge win because of how everything's set up this year. I mean, especially when teams aren't being able to play all the conference game, it goes to total conference wins. So the more wins you can get under your belt, the better off you're going to be when you get into seeding for this playoffs. And so for us to come in, play a really good Bentonville West team, and get that win, so that gives us that 1 extra win on them, gets us closer to that 2 seed right now. And I was really proud of the resilience of our guys tonight.
A lot of big swings in this game tonight, but how big was it for you guys to come up with a big stop of them to start the second half and then to get the ball on your first possession after that and then go score with it?
Oh, it's huge because that second quarter went back and forth. We matched score for score. I thought the field goal right before half was really huge off the kickoff return.
Huge kickoff return,
and then our defense comes out, gets the stop, we get the ball, we go down and get points, get a 10-point lead, especially when it's a back-and-forth game. You don't know how it's going to play off. So to get the 2-score lead, I thought was really critical.
Of course, then there, in the fourth quarter, the game's still kind of hanging in the balance. Yeah. And I mean, you guys came up with 4 straight stops inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I thought our defense staff did a fantastic job at halftime with some adjustments. And then, our kids have a lot of heart and soul, just like Bentonville West. And but I got a lot of fight in them. I really like our defense. I like the passion and the energy they play with. And I thought they really displayed that on that goal line stand, because that was the game right there. I really felt with what our defense did for us.
So a big win for the Wildcats in terms of playoff seeding, and like Coach Wood said, every win is important because seeding for the playoffs will be unusual, to say the least, in all classifications. We're going to stay in the 7A West right here, where Rogers hosted Springdale High in another key conference game over at Whitey Smith Stadium. Now, this game was big because Rogers was coming off a loss to Fayetteville. Now, Mounties quarterback Christian Francisco, he was huge Friday night. He had 5 touchdown passes, and Rogers claimed a 44-34 win. Now, the Mounties are 4-1 on the season after that win, and they're 1-1 in conference play heading into this week's game against Bentonville. Now, this game went back and forth in the second half, but Francisco, he hit a late touchdown pass to Cade Seldom-Ridge to seal the deal for the Mounties. Now, over in Fayetteville on Friday night, 2 programs that have had their share of hardware. They've won numerous state championships between them. They squared off over at Harmon Stadium. But this one was no contest as Bentonville remained undefeated with a 59-14 blowout win over the Fayetteville. The Tigers, they scored on the first play of the game. They led 28-0 at one point in the first quarter and 49-7 at halftime. Bentonville quarterback Andrew Edwards, he was lights out for the Tigers. He had 4 touchdown passes in the win. Now, the Tigers, this is an amazing stat. They have outscored their 7A West opponents 182-27 so far this season. Wow. In the 5A West Friday night over in Harrison, the Goblins hosted Valonia in a huge conference game in the 5A West. This game probably going to decide the conference champion in the 5A West. The Goblins took control of this one in the second quarter. They trailed early in the game, but they built a 34-10 lead at halftime and rolled to a 48-16 win. What a game Harrison quarterback Cole Keelan had for the Goblins. The left-handed quarterback passed for 351 yards and 4 touchdowns. But wait, that's not all. He also rushed for 169 yards and had 2 more touchdowns. So if you're doing the math and counting, that is 520 yards of total offense and 6 touchdowns for Cole Keelan. And here's what he had to say after his big game.
Obviously, an incredible night for you tonight. I've got you down for like 530 yards total offense tonight.
Wow, I did not expect that. Well, that's a great night. Our line had a great time blocking. Receivers made some great plays. It was just a great all-around game for the team.
Yeah, some of those passes, it looked like, oh, you've overthrown them and they could make one-handed catches, diving catches. Just everything was falling in their hands tonight.
Yes, sir. The receivers really showed up tonight and made some great plays and really helped us out.
And of course, you did a lot with your legs too. I think about 160-something of that is on the running side.
See, a lot of that is me getting open space because of the O-line. That's not me. That's just O-line getting me space, and I do what I can with it.
You haven't done anything like that on video games or anything like that, have you?
I'm pretty good at video games, so I do that pretty often.
But what was it like just having that ball in your hands and just controlling things?
There's nothing like it. There's nothing like being in control on Friday night and just being able to go out and do what I love with all the guys I grew up with.
Yeah, and especially they take the lead on you, and then you got to score in about 50 seconds.
Oh, yeah. We had a good game plan coming from the start, and we just let our guys make plays. We got out-athlete them, so we just did that the whole game. It worked.
Fort Smith Southside, now they're still trying to figure some things out. They got a new coach, Kim Dameron, but the Mavericks may be close to turning a corner. 2 weeks ago, Southside took Fayetteville to the wire, lost late in that game. Last Friday night, the Mavs, they finally got over the hump. They got a 26-7 win against Rogers Heritage. Gage Jones, he came off the bench and came up huge for Southside in the second half and finished with 117 yards and a touchdown on 23 carries. Finally, on Friday night, Farmington got its first 5A West Conference win. The Cardinals, they have had a few COVID issues, but they claimed a 29-21 win at Cardinal Stadium to get back in the win column in the 5A West. Now, in this game, Farmington junior Caden Elsick was huge. He had 212 yards of total offense. He rushed for 144 yards on 16 carries. Also, he caught a 67-yard touchdown pass. So, big game for him. The Cardinals will host Greenbrier this week. Now, photos like you're seeing in today's show can be purchased at our website at NWAOnline.com. These photos, plus many others, are taken by our award-winning photographers. They can be seen in our photo galleries and in the digital edition of the Northwest Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. So be sure and check them out, NWAOnline.com. For more prep coverage, check out our more digital content like Prep Rally Podcast, which we will have on Wednesdays as we talk prep sports with guest coaches and other media members from across the state and the region. The Prep Rally Podcast can be heard on SoundCloud, Apple, Google Play, Spotify, and on Stitcher. And you can also get a preview of our West Termite Pest and Lawn Game of the Week on Fridays. Rick Fires and I will bring you Prep Rally live on tape. This week's Game of the Week will be Benton at Greenwood in the 6A West, and that promises to be a great one. That's it for this week's show. And just a reminder, as we do every week, please mask up and follow social distancing guidelines. Do it for the kids. Do it for the coaches. Just do it. Thanks for watching.